he doing anything?
Yeah, but he's still got to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't get up that early
I do.
anymore. He doesn't. Okay. How much do you guys think that submission costs?
What do you mean?
So I always hear that girls say they need the right leader to be feminine and submit to a guy. Like they can't just be feminine and submit to anyone. So at what income do you need a guy to make to submit to him and trust his judgment? And and like the reverse of this guy's point of view, do you think there should be a minimum that girls should submit to?
What, money-wise?
Yeah.
Monetary?
Yeah. Because this is a question Kevin Samuels always would ask.
You see, the thing is...
Speaking to the mic.
Yeah, the thing is, it depends in where I'm at. So, am I earning more than you? If I'm earning more than you, if you're on 18,000 a year and I'm on 22, then I'm the guy. You know, I don't think there's. I believe that it's in you or it's not. I'm either masculine or I'm not. You're either feminine or you're not. Mm-hmm. And if you are feminine, the masculine guys will find you and they will want you. And if you're... So, I don't know. I don't think it's a money thing. I think it's... Because for me, you could be a CEO and earn 250 and I could earn 50. Like, you're not badding me up like that. I'm still going to bad you up. I'm still king of the castle. Like, and... I've seen that play out. It's just you are who you are. I can't become submissive because you make more money than me. I'm not going to do it. It's just not in my DNA. So I don't know. I don't think money. I can't quantify it.
So devil's advocate here, right? If I'm thinking I'm going to trust the leadership of a guy that I'm dating, right? And where I'm trusting him to make the decisions. And obviously I have to vet the guy.
Yeah.
And so when they say that submission costs, I think a lot of times like it's misconstrued.
Yeah.
Where what women mean is we need a competent leader.
Right.
And it's not the bum.
Yeah.
Right. So at some point
Okay.
it's hard to quantify because we can all think of someone that maybe doesn't make a lot of money but is very competent.
Yeah.
But in general, like there is a point where
there is a point. There is a point. But from a female's perspective, I'd be looking for like, is he solid? He's solid. He does his own thing. He don't ask nobody for nothing, and he just keeps it moving. He's self-sufficient.
I agree with you.
He's self-sufficient, and you know, I've always been self-sufficient, so I don't need nothing from you. So you want to give me something?
So as long as he's holding a steady job, he doesn't have a bunch
at the
of...
very least.
And he doesn't have any debt.
And he doesn't have any debt.
And he's not making stupid decisions.
Yeah.
And, okay. What about you? And do you actually question from a guys, do you think if a girl makes a lot of money and she's very competent, that she should be able to submit to the average guy even if she's more competent than him?
I don't know.
Okay.
The thing is, I don't think they will, but I think it depends on the guy. Like, if we meet up and that's how you do, we're just gonna bump heads until one submits, and it ain't gonna be me. So, if it's gonna be you, then we can work. And sometimes it does take that. I'm not gonna say all the time. Sometimes it does take an alpha male to just like make an alpha female know her place. Sometimes. But it's either in you or it's not.
Okay, what do you think?
How much it would take
to submit to a guy?
Kind of backing off on what he was saying. It'd have to just depend on how you are. Like, you can be making millions of pounds and whatnot and not be smart with your money. Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But then again, you can have that much money to a point where even if you are stupid with your money, it's not really going to go anywhere. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'd say for me to be submissive, number one, I'd have to respect you first and foremost and respect like your decisions and everything like that. I don't know. I wouldn't say I'd put a price on it.
Okay.
But I'm not going to lie and say I wouldn't respect someone that's making more than me, like, to an extent. Like, if you're making more than me, I have some sort of respect for you. But yeah, you could be making more than me and have not be right with your money, but I'd have to respect you first and foremost. But I'd say, yeah, I don't know. There's not really a prize.
Would you? So it's like roughly just being able to take care of himself, have his own place, have like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Would you submit to a guy that lives at his mom's house?
Is he paying the rent?
Yeah.
Let's say no.
Good.
No.
Okay. What about you?
Is that like
Talking
is it permanent?
No, I'm saying what income. So the first question is what income.
I agree with her in terms of I wouldn't put a price on it.
Okay.
And I feel like I said, relationship is compromise.
Gotta
and
stop fiddling with the mic.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all good. You good.
Sorry. Relationship is compromise, and yeah, to compromise, there's a bit of submission required on both parts. That's what I would say.
I was going to say.
Oh, actually, in the mom's house, does he have to be paying rent at the mom's house for you to submit? Well, let's say he's been living there for 2 years.
I think I would still submit, but again, depends on the situation.
Like, is he saving money to buy a house versus is he just living there to live there?
Yeah. Yeah. And it depends on my own situation as well. Yeah.
Okay, what about you?
I've never dated anyone that's earned more than me.
Okay.
And I've always been submissive, no problem.
Okay.
But it's got to be,
Responsible.
it's got to be a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be a man.
Do you agree? I think a lot of guys can, even if a guy makes less money, if he's overly masculine, like I think he can get, like I think masculinity gives guys a lot of points, especially in like today's day and age where the men I think struggle with masculinity more than ever.
Yeah, my man's hot. He's very masculine. I actually got cussed on, I think something Sarah said once, and I said that I was on holiday and I had on the shorts, like shorts, and a little top. And I was at home and somebody made a comment. A man made a comment towards the way I looked. So I happened to mention it to my man who was in England at the time. And he said, "What were you wearing?" He saw us. He goes, "But there's men around the house. You're too old to be wearing stuff like that." So I said, "All right then." And I changed and I got rid of it all. And I was told that I was whipped. And I was like, my man's telling me that I'm dressed inappropriately, so I've changed my clothes. What was I supposed to listen to? A woman? But they seem to think that because I was earning more than him. But he's the head of the relationship. So
You don't need no man, girl.
that's what they think.
You
When
can wear
they're
your
at
shorts,
home and
girl.
when they're in bed on their own at
Right.
night, they tell me I don't need a man.